Welcome to Discussing Dad Life, where we break down bullshit so you don't have to. I'm Void, this is No, and let's go.
Welcome to Fan Favorite Fridays. Today we will be reacting to a video, Dax Narcissist. I did want to address one comment real quick that we got a couple days ago on our reaction to Dax to Be a Man featuring Darius Rucker. This lady basically said she liked the song. Yeah, go ahead. You gotta speak into the mic.
Yeah. Here. I like the song and I like some of the statements, but I wish it wasn't either or. Women and men need to see, hear, and understand each other. Oh, and I was
The provider.
While I was married. His money was for him. I forgot where I was.
And my money was for food, shelter, and kids, etc.
Hey, that's not nice.
And your responsibility is not to gather for others, it's to be the best person, not the best man. What the man in this purple shirt says is exactly what causes issues between the sexes, so that would have been addressed to me. A real woman works to understand herself and her man. If you're hiding your problems and feelings, you're not being a real man for her. Hiding things to protect someone else means that you're not being a person she can count on. This narrative about being the hunter-gatherer who never lets you see him sweat is why the suicide rate is high in today's world. So the reason I wanted to address it is because we're going to be reacting to Dax. So this is a comment on Dax's our reaction to Dax to Be a Man.
Wait, so it's technically that comment is saying that his money is for him, but her money is for.
So I'm going to break down the comment for you so you understand this. So she starts with, I like the song and some of the sentiments, but I wish it wasn't either or. So what this is it's a narrative that is prevalent amongst women this day and age where they think that men and women are equal. Men and women are not equal. We have different roles, right? Would you agree? Right? You can have a child. I can never have a child, right?
Yeah, you can never have a child.
Right. There are differences between men and women, plain and simple.
Very big differences.
So the start of this is already under the impression of a fallacy that men and women are equal. Men and women are not equal.
Weren't you wearing a purple shirt when you?
Yes, that's why I said that. It was talking about me. So
purple shirt.
And when she was talking about she was the provider while she was married. Notice that she said while she was married. Now there's one key indicative thing that men need to understand.
Anymore.
What's that?
She's not married anymore.
No, she's not married anymore. And there's one reason why that more than likely is. I would almost wager money that the reason why that she's no longer married or who initiated that divorce was her, because she was in the provisioning role.
He should at least help with like groceries and stuff.
Well, of course. In today's day and age, it is not solely upon the man to do all the stuff. However, in a good relationship, because of the biological inheritance that we all have and what we look for and what our attraction triggers are, there are things that women look for in men. And that is, can you provide and protect for me? Right? That is not a narrative structure that needs to go away. That is a truth. You need to understand that reality. So when she's saying, while I was married, his money was for him, that is counterintuitive, and I would almost wager that she was the one that initiated the divorce because she was in the provider role, and when women are in the provider role, they're outside of their feminine role, their inherent biological traits, so they don't like being in that role, hence the reason why the relationship probably failed. So then she says the purple guy in the purple shirt, which would have been me,
I'm going to call you purple shirt guy
now.
now.
Is exactly what causes issues between the sexes. And that's actually not true. What causes issues between the sexes is not because of the inherent beliefs that men should provide and protect. It is that women's belief that narrative is false, in that the narrative should be that we're equal. That's where the problem between the sexes come into play. Right?
Did you not see that?
What's that?
My mic fell off.
Yeah, I saw that. But you handled it, so I was letting you be.
Okay.
So the inherent problem is not between the archaic, so to say, what she's trying to imply here is that the archaic belief of what a gender role is It's the fallacy is in the narrative that you believe that men and women are equal. Men and women are not equal, plain and simple. We have different attraction triggers. We have different responsibilities. We have different strengths. We have different weaknesses. We are meant to complement each other. We are not the same. So I just wanted to address it. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate that you're willing to put out there, but that is truly not how the narrative really is. We are not equal, plain and simple. One's not better than the other. Just because we're not equal doesn't mean that one's better than the other. It just means that we have different gifts. We have different traits. We have differences. And we each have different responsibilities. And the responsibilities where I lack, hopefully my partner makes up for. The parts that she lacks, hopefully I make up for. We are meant to be complementary, not be the same.
You shouldn't be the same, because if you're the same and you do the exact same stuff, and that's very boring for you guys.
Yep.
Not for you guys, but for like everyone else.
Fair. So should we get into this reaction?
I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know what we're
Dax,
doing, but sure.
Narcissist.
Let's go.
Why are you drinking my water?
Because I feel like it. I don't have one. I've been wanting to have this.
What is it?
The key to my heart.
The key to your heart opens up a place I'm not safe in. I got locked away in its vacant. Waking up to all of your faces, trapped inside this cage. Narcissistic bouts of rage, accusations every day, arguments that you create to break the soul inside of me. Trapped inside your cage, it was a crazy place to be. The constant roller coasters made me sick, I couldn't see the beauty in your lies. It made the truth so ugly that the man inside the mirror wasn't recognizing me. A puppet master pulling strings and playing with my head, manipulating everything and twisting what I said, projecting all your malice, then attacking me and claiming my defense was starting all the arguments. And as time goes on and I embrace the situation I just faced, I forgive myself for letting faith you change distorted reality. The key to your heart opens up a place I'm not safe in. I got locked away in its vacant, waking up to all of your faces, trapped inside this cage. Narcissistic bouts of rage, accusations every day, arguments that you create to break the soul inside of me.
Every night we argue, I feel more and more abused. I give you what you want, but you're still mad and I'm confused. You tell me that you're leaving, she's a villain on the loose, but even after everything, I still come after you. Yeah, you told me this was forever, it's me and you together, come to find out it never is. Oh, cause those were lies, lies, lies. She's a snake in disguise, guys, guys. As bad as I would want you to, I know you'll never change. Crazy you and I were talking about our wedding day, and I'm glad that we ain't go through with it, but I'm feeling so bad for the next one you ruin with.
The key to your heart opens up a place I'm not safe in. I got locked away in its vacant, waking up to all of your faces, trapped inside this cage. Narcissistic bouts of rage, accusations every day, arguments that you create to break the soul inside of me. I still sort of miss it, your toxic ambition, your evil intention, your wrong intuition. I wasn't complicit to our demise. I got locked away and didn't even do the crime. What do I do now? Where do I go? How do I tell the next girl I'm a broken soul? It's getting hard for me to breathe. The pain has brought me to my knees. I'm broken inside, I cannot describe the thoughts that I get when I think of those times. I saw all of the signs, I ignored them. Now I will be damaged this way for the rest of my life. The key to your heart opens up a place I'm not safe in. I got locked away in its vacant, waking up to all of your faces.
Okay, I'll start with you. What do you think?
What?
What'd you think?
It was okay. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Did you understand what they were saying?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
So this was not what I was expecting that song to be about.
Me neither.
I haven't listened to it, so it was good. It was good. So
Yeah, it was
one
a
thing
really
that
good
I've been
song.
really excited with Dax is Dax is a great artist. He
He has a really good voice.
he does have a really good voice,
I like his voice.
and I still love his hair. His hair is amazing.
His hair is like snakes. Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
It kind of looks like they cut snakes in half, dyed them, and then just stuck them on there and put hair on them.
So anyway, yeah. Besides his hair, one thing that's really cool about his music is like "To Be a Man" was delving into the topic of men's inner focus on how they have to achieve in order to be. Right? Men don't get appreciation just for existing. Women do. Right? Again, it goes back to the false narrative of equality. We are not equal. Women's value is much more in society than men's value will ever be. Plain and simple, because women are needed to propagate a society. Men are not. Anytime that we start having large quantities of single middle-aged men or middle to younger men where testosterone is really high, we tend to end up in war areas, right? Because men are full of destruction, but they're also full of creation. And when they do not have a something to provide for, they utilize their energies for sometimes very destructive purposes. Again, it just goes back to the equality difference, right? So, "To Be a Man," really good song, talking about the what it really is to be a man in society in this day and age. This song was actually very. It was talking about the relationships that men go through with a woman, and how. So one key trait that is distinct between men and women is manipulation, situational awareness, emotional intelligence, however you want to call it. Women are very good at picking up and recognizing social cues. Men are not. However, women can be toxic in a way where they can control a relationship and basically
Destroy it.
reverse everything back onto a man being at fault. Now, that doesn't mean that men aren't at fault. By no means is that what I'm saying.
Everyone's at fault.
Everyone can be at fault at any given time. However, what I think they're trying to address is the rise in
Okay,
our
so
society.
lots of relationships. I think that what they're trying to say is like lots of relationships, even if it's even you know how it was like the boys that were like doing that. It's also the same for the like other type of relationships. They're manipulative. Lots of relationships are manipulative.
Can be very, yeah. So
Like
what I was
me.
saying is that the song to me addresses the societal change where women have basically put themselves on. I mean, have you ever seen you like to watch YouTube shorts? Have you ever seen them go around and ask girls to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10? And girls are just constantly saying 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10, even when they're not a 10. Mm-hmm. We've kind of gotten into a little bit of an argument over this because you want women to be viewed as 10s. And I'm sitting here saying that women
I don't
are
want
not
them-
all 10s.
I don't want them to be viewed as 10s, but I want them to think that they're like pretty. I want them to think that they're pretty
You
and
want
not ugly.
you want their them
I want
to
them to feel good.
yeah, right. Makes
I
complete
want them
sense.
to feel like nice and not sad.
So what I'm
Because
trying to
there
say,
are nicer ways than telling someone, "No, I don't think that you're that pretty. I think you're ugly." There are nicer ways to tell them that.
I'm not disagreeing with you there.
Like you don't have to tell someone they're ugly just because they're not as pretty as other people.
Yeah. But like that one guy always says, a lot of women live in Delulu land right now. They Delulu. Now, what I'm trying to say is the relationships between men and women right now where men typically will try to stay and salvage a relationship, even when they're being gaslit,
Manipulated.
manipulated,
Guys.
turn things back around that it's their fault. men want to be a provider and a fixer and do these things. And women have learned and have taken full advantage of men. And I actually feel really scared for your older brother and your younger brother as to when they start entering the dating field, what it's going to be like. Because
I've already picked Corbin. I've already picked his life.
Gotcha.
Wife.
Okay. So I like this song. Drop in the comments whether or not you liked it or not. Give us a like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I think we're going to let you guys go for the weekend. Have great plans. And check out next week, and you get to see my trip down to Central America and get to see what that looks like. Hopefully get a toucan. I'll try getting a toucan for you.
I want to get a toucan.
Well, I'm gonna try getting some photos. I'm hopefully gonna see some. Yeah.
Parrots.
Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Tell them bye.
Parrots. Peace.
Peace. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. Till then, peace.